to see the invisible stuff. That's the name of the channel, spelled just like that. See the invisible stuff. If you like a video, and subscribe. In this video, I want to talk about just flat out believing. Flat out believing God and flat out believing God's word, which is the Bible, right? Because it's easy to believe when it's something that we want, when it's something that sounds good to us. And don't get me wrong, just because it's something that we want and it's something that sounds good to us, it doesn't mean that, oh, God couldn't have said it. I don't believe that at all. I'm just talking about how the belief level needs to match either or, whether it's something that we want to hear or it's something that we may not necessarily want to hear. Because whether we want to hear it or not, if God's word says something, and we believe in God's word and we believe in God, that's just flat out believing, period, right? So we shouldn't play favorite with our beliefs, what we want to believe, if the word is the word and God is God. Some things that can affect, of course, our ability, because to me, when you get down to it, is about how much we are willing to surrender to God's will, how much we are willing to surrender to what God is telling us, to what His words say. That's what it's all about. The more we can surrender, the more we're willing to do that, the better off we are. And of course, certain things can affect that. So it can be something that happened in the past. How you dealing with that? How you going about dealing with that? Did you heal from that? Are you going about dealing with it the way God would want you to deal with it? Are you overstressing over that? The people you have around you, your circle, do you have like-minded people around you as far as the word goes? What you take in, what you do, what you don't do. Stuff, those things can affect our tolerance level. It can make our tolerance level high or low for a particular thing, depending on what it is, depending on what you're taking in. And this can affect your ability, like I said, this can affect your ability to bend and surrender to God as much as you will need to. Another thing that I want to talk about in regards to this, some people, when they hear something that they don't want to hear in regards to the word, some people may need to see or wait for the consequences in order to say, okay, now I'm going to do it. Whether you see the consequences or not, if the word is the word is the word, no matter what. Before consequences are seen or after consequences are seen. And don't make this mistake. Don't think just because you can't see the consequences of something, or you can't identify the consequences of something, don't think that there wasn't consequences for your actions. Don't say, well, until I'm able to match it, that means nothing is happening. That can easily not be the case. They can have things going on in your life, and you may not understand why it's going on, but you may understand what the word say about a particular matter. And you not doing what you need to do regarding that particular matter can have consequences that you're not matching till you're not lining up with the word in this area. So don't wait until you can see the consequences. If you're a believer, you just believe the word and say, okay, this is what the word is saying in this instance. That's that. I'm a believer in God's word. If God is saying this about a certain subject or matter, I'm a believer in God, and that's what it is, because I'm just a believer. Don't wait to see the consequence. We would want to be proactive, not suffer, get beat up, dug a hole, and I would want to catch that ahead of time. And even if you in that position where you dug a hole, you don't have to be discouraged, because hey, it's not like God still don't want to help you out. You can ask for forgiveness, ask God to help you out, and then do what you have to do in order to make this process take place. I just wanted to bring this video up because I felt like maybe it's something that somebody needed to hear. If it's something that you needed to hear, if it's something that somebody else needed to hear, you felt like it's a video that needs to be heard, that needs to be shared, feel free to do so.